Man, I should have been listening to the life I missed. I hear a woman singing a story that was never told. I put my ear to the wall, listening to the life I missed. The man I should have been is the one that she kissed. It's just echoes, echoes from the other side. Yeah, sweet echoes where my happiness can hide. There's a thin line between the wrong and the right, and I'm standing in the shadows, watching their light. I see a table set for dinner, steam rising from the plate. I see a man walking in, he's never coming late. He doesn't have my scars, he doesn't have my thirst. He put his family second, but he put his honor first. The wind dies down, the voices fade away. I'm back in my ruins to face another day. That other man is lucky, he don't know I exist. I'm just a bad memory, lost in the mist. Just echo, calling my name from the life I lost.
Clock on the wall hammers like that job, that rich gamble. Watching smoke rise. Watching my life unravel. The city's sleeping, beneath the blanket of gray, but I'm wide awake, calculating the price I pay. It's a 3 a.m. turn on a highway paved with lies. I see the exit out of me, right before my eyes. I went left for the money, should have gone right for the love. Now the ceiling is staring like a jury from above. Ago, at the fork in the road, I thought I was smart, carrying this heavy load. Traded a warm hand for a pocket full of cold gold. Now the sheets are freezing, and the story's wrong. Shot, drown the clarity out. The truth hurts the most. gonna rise. And I'll put on my mask. But tonight I'm just a failure. Inside this whiskey flask. Just a 3 a.m. turn. Wrong way. One-way street.
Look at these boots. The leather is cracked and dry. Yeah, look at these boots. Lord, the leather is cracked and dry. I've been walking for a decade beneath the burning sky, but the horizon keeps moving, and I don't know why. I got warm souls on a dead-end street. Yeah, the steam off the bathroom glass, trying to find the boy I left in the past. But the face staring back is worn and gray, like a ghost who arrived and decided to stay. There's a stranger in the mirror, wearing my clothes. Yeah, a stranger in the mirror with a heart that froze. He's got my father's eyes, but he's got a devil's grin. Tell me, old man, where does the sinner begin? I asked him a question: where did the laughter go? He didn't say a word, he just hung his head low. I see the lies and the wrinkles round the edge of his mouth. I headed for the north, but he dragged me down south. Stuck here together till the break of dawn. Two lonely shadows, but the good one is gone. Just a stranger looking at me. Who are you? Climb the stairs to the attic of my mind, looking for the treasure that I left behind. I found an old guitar and a letter addressed to you, but the ink is fading and the paper's turning blue. There's dust on my dreams, faded and gray. Yeah, dust on my dreams. Since I went away, I chose the golden highway instead of the country
is peeling, and the dust is all that remains. I could have been a lover, I could have been a king, I could have had the song that the angels sing. But I traded the magic for a suit and a tie. Now I sit in silence and watch the years roll by. With a rag or a tear, it's been settling down for 30 long years. So I close the box and I turn off the light, leave the ghosts alone in the middle of the night. The road I'm on is paved, but it's cold and it's hard, while my true life is buried in that dusty backyard. Just dust in the wind, covering everything, my sweet dreams.
Gasoline stuck here in the ashes, watching the timber fall, watching the fire shoot. The river is wide and the water is deep and black. I'm standing on the wrong side, knowing I can't go back. Oh, look at the flames climbing up to the sky. Yeah, that's the bridge I burned. No use to wonder why. You're on the green side,
woman shared, but my pride was the gasoline, and my anger was the spark. Now the only light I got is glowing in the dark. There ain't no boat, there ain't no wings, just the sound of the timber snapping like guitar strings. Try to be. He's standing on the bridge. That is history to me. Just a pile of ash. The bridge is gone. Can't cross over.
Moonlight cuts across dirt, right where the two roads meet. I got a bottle of the devil's brew sitting at my feet. Yeah. The signpost is falling down, the paint is peeling off. I'll take a swig of the burning truth, and I'll let out a cough. This is the last drink at the crossroads of my soul. Yeah, the last drink before I lose control. One road goes to glory, one road goes to pain, but I'm just sitting in the middle, drinking in the rain. If you wait till midnight, a man in black appears. He'll trade you a golden crown for a bucket full of tears. But I've been waiting here till dawn, and no one came to show. I guess even the devil knows I got nothing left to owe. It's to the lovers I lost, it's to the bridges I crossed. Smash the glass on the gravel, let the shot shine bright. Pick myself up off the ground and walk into the night. I didn't choose the left, and I didn't choose the right. I just walked straight through the middle, out of sight. Just walking away from the crossroads, leaving the bottle behind. Tonight I stand before the mirror, watching the steam rise, staring at a stranger with
tired, hollow eyes. My skin looks like paper, crumpled up and torn, tracing every wrong turn since the day that I was born. Oh, this body is a map, a map of ugly scars. It don't lead me to heaven, it don't reach for the stars. Every cut is a crossroads where I lost my way. Now I'm just a traveler with a debt I cannot pay. See this mark on my chest, right above the heart. That's the night I left you, tore my world apart. I chased the neon lights, left the gold for the dust. Now all I have is silence and a soul covered in rust. To show I turn this wagon round, but the wheels won't go. I'm the captain of a shipwreck, stranded on the floor. In my own history, wishing for a different door. Yeah, just a map of scars. Heading nowhere, just circles in the dark. Just circles in the dark.
It started with a shortcut across the muddy field. I thought I knew the terrain, but I refused to yield. But the rain came down and the ground got soft. Now I'm revving the engine, but I can't get along. It's a long run, deep and wide. Yeah, a long run, nowhere to hide. Once you drop in, you can't steer out. You're just following the tracks of fear and doubt. I try to turn the wheel, but it fights my hand. I'm a prisoner of the past in this no man's land. The walls of the trench are getting high and steep, looking at the promises I couldn't keep. Oh, the wheels are spinning, but I ain't moving. Just digging my grave deeper and deeper. So I settle in the sea and I watch the world go by. Stuck in the groove until the day I die. You can tell where I've been by the scar in the ground. Just a long crooked line where a lost man was found. Can't get out, too deep, just spinning. It starts with a blue drifting from my cigarette, painting ghosts in the air, shapes I can't forget. It ain't the blue of the ocean or the blue of the sky. It's the color of a cold goodbye and a lover's lie. Tell me, what is the color? The color of regret. Is it the black of the midnight or the red of the dead?
stains my fingers, stains my soul, a shade of gray that swallows me whole. I see a yellow light blinking on the street, warning me to stop, but I couldn't retreat. I painted my masterpiece on a canvas of dark. Now I'm just staring at this ugly mark. Wash off, it don't fade away. It gets darker with every passing day. So I sit in the shadows, blending in with the hue. There's nothing left to say, and nothing left to do. You can keep your rainbows and your pots of gold. I've got the color of regret, and it's getting old, just a shade of gray. Blue smoke, black night.
exit. Darkness blind must be it. Drifted past the exit. Drop me off in the dust on this barren floor. There ain't no signpost, no, hanging on the wood. I tell you where I am. If only I could. Welcome to the nameless stop where the road runs out. Yeah, the nameless stop full of fear and doubt. God must have blinked when He made this place. He's got no mercy, and it's got no grace. Up on the hill, but I fell asleep at the wheel. And lost my will. I drifted past the exit miles ago. How I landed here, I surely don't. No, no. Is anybody home? Can anybody hear? The silence is ringing loud in my ear. I sit on the bench watching the tumbleweed roam, paying the price for the life that I stole. No train is coming, no ticket to buy. I guess this is the place where I lay down and die. No name,
just dust and bone. Nameless star.
Sorry, too much hate, too much hate, too much hate, too much hate. Handle is cutting, bag full of sorry, too much hate. Too much hate, too much hate. I got a suitcase in my left hand, a trunk in my right. I ain't packing no clothing, just sleepless nights. The handle is cutting full of secrets and a jar full of lies. My back is bending, my knees are getting weak, climbing up this mountain to the highest peak. Porter won't help me, taxi won't stop. I gotta carry this load until I drop. Empty hands, and their future is bright. But I bought this luggage with the coins of my sin.
Whatever roses cuts a little deeper and eating light. Petal of velvet red clubs a little deeper, glowing light. I saw a carpet of flowers rolling out just for me. I stepped forward blind, thinking I was truly free. But it's a path of thorns, disguised as a bed of roses. Yeah, a path of thorns, where the devil poses. Every step I take cuts a little deeper in. The beauty on the outside hides the ugly shape of sin. I reached out to hold it, but it bit my hand. I tried to run away, but I couldn't stand. The stem is made of iron, the leaves are made of steel. The pain is the only thing that makes this dreamer feel. But it's a path of thorns, disguised as a bed of roses. Yeah, a path of thorns, where the devil poses. Every step I take cuts a little deeper in. The beauty on the outside hides the ugly shape of sin. It looks so soft, it looks so fine. Now I'm tangled up in this bleeding vine. Leaving crimson in the dirt, a prisoner of the garden and a lover of the herd. Don't be fooled by the color, don't be fooled by the bloom. The prettiest road in town leads straight to your tomb. Watch out for the thorn. They cut so deep. It leads the road.
I turned around to look at where I started. Back to the garden where the innocent departed. I tried to find the footprints I left in the sand. But the wind has blown them over across this weary land. Oh, the way home's gone. Boy in the white shirt, remember the laughter and the smell of the rain. Before I traded my spirit for a pocket full of pain. Miles just to chase a hollow prize. Now the reflection in the window has got different eyes. I crossed the line. So I'll keep on walking into the neon night.
turning back to try and make it right. The house is probably standing, but the home inside is dead. I'll just make my pillow on this gravel bed. Can't go home, go home. Too far gone. The road is closed. The road is closed.
I signed every contract. Freedom is a weapon. There ain't no fall concealed in the mist. I stood at the wheel and I steered the ship straight into the storm with a smile on my lip. Oh, it's heavy, the weight of being free. Yeah, so heavy to up this burden that belongs to me. I can't blame the devil, and I can't blame the wine. I signed every contract on the dotted line. I could have listened to the preacher man. I could have followed my father's plan, but I wanted the open road and the wind in my hair. Now I'm lost in the canyon and there's nobody there. I held the key, I unlocked the door, this cold hard floor. Don't cry for me when you see me fall. I built this prison and I built this wall. Freedom is a weapon if you don't hold it right. And I cut my own hands in the middle of the night. The weight of free will. Carrying it all, my own choice. I traded no golden ring, a pocket full of ashes, waiting for the devil to whistle me a tune. He looked at my empty hands and he shook his horn head. I can't buy what you don't have. Your spirit's already dead. I sold my soul for nothing. Didn't get no golden ring. Pocket full of ashes. A pocket full of ashes. I didn't get the fortune, I didn't get the fame. I just got a pocket full of ashes and a number instead of a name. I traded it for a bottle of cheap whiskey rye. I traded it for a moment of anger in her
water in the sand. Now I'm the poorest beggar in this whole wide land. Put your contract away. There ain't no deal to make on this judgment day. I'm a cautionary tale.